Onthebuzzer.com. We are SC, Eddie. We are SC. This is Eddie. This is Ara. That's about it. Guys, here we go. Ncaa college football week 8. It's moving by quick.
It is a little too quick for my taste because college football really is the best time of the year.
It tastes so good. I agree with you, Ed. We got, you know what, Ed? I'm gonna give you props for nailing them last week. If only we put money on it.
5 out of 5 is not bad. It's a good comeback for my 1 out of 9 performance.
We'll take that.
But I gotta admit, getting 1 out of 9 is a lot harder than getting 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. So I don't know which week I'm happier about, but I did nail my lock again last week. So you gotta love it.
I'm gonna put some money on your lock this week. Let's talk about,
as long as it's your money.
Number 2, South Florida. Shocker, they're number 2, folks. Please have a seat. Playing at Rutgers. Ray Rice, Heisman candidate. I've been preaching the Ray Rice song from the get-go, and now they're dogs by 3 at home.
Well, how is it that only South Florida, if they're ranked so high, if they're in the top 5, how can they only be favored by 3 points? Can you explain this to me?
I think maybe the coaches poll and the AP and the BCS and everyone doesn't really think much of them. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to give out my lock of the week. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But go to Onthebuzzer.com. You'll have my locks out probably by Wednesday. But hey, this game looks pretty juicy to me.
This is, I mean, you know what what scares me about this game? Rutgers, I like Ray Rice, but South Florida shut down Kevin Smith last weekend. They kept him to 50 yards. This guy was coming in the nation's leading rusher. So South Florida favored by 3. I've been saying they're gonna burst at any time. You know what? I'm gonna go again because I'm gonna prove all you guys wrong. Take the Rutgers at home. They should handle them.
Take Rutgers.
I'm taking Rutgers. Plus 3. You give me plus 3 Rutgers.
I don't know which is more of an asinine comment. The LSU is gonna lose or the Rutgers is gonna win right now.
I got
LSU did lose, but that was out of your ass.
It was.
For you to get 2 of them right back to back.
I'm going for the gold right now. I'm going for the gold.
No chance, guys.
Rutgers were, you guys forget they were ranked high in the beginning of the year. Let's move on to these guys. USC at Notre Dame, minus 18. Eddie, new quarterback coming in for Notre Dame.
Listen, he did good last week. He threw a touchdown pass, and he looked better, I think, than Jimmy Clausen did. And now Jimmy Clausen, we all know, fine. He's got talent. You know, he's highly recruited out of high school, and you know they talk about him like he's the next best thing. But he hasn't shown anything. Now, his team sucks. His offensive line sucks. Fine. But I think this guy's going to give him a little injection into the armor.
Evan Sharpley's the new kid coming in and starting for them. He'll get his first start. You know what bothers me about this spread is minus 18. Has SC covered at all this year?
Yeah, I think maybe they've covered once or twice, but that's about it. And you know what? Minus 18 against Notre Dame in a rivalry game like that.
Big time.
Sorry, guys. I don't like SC's chances in the minus 18. I'll take Notre Dame plus 18. But look for a better performance from Sanchez. We got a couple of guys coming back next week.
No booty this week?
No, definitely not booty because he still can't throw. He's got that busted middle finger, which better. Let Sanchez get a second start. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. And you know, we got some of the offensive lines coming back. Shiloh Rochelle's coming back. And Stephon Johnson's coming back. So it's going to be a better performance by USC. But as far as winning by 18 on a roll like that with a bunch of rookies and inexperienced players, sorry guys. I mean, if they do it, fantastic. But don't bet your money on it.
I'll take Notre Dame plus 18 too. Not to win, just plus 18. Let's talk about the game of the week. Florida at Kentucky. Kentucky who not blasted, they beat LSU in triple overtime last week. That was my pick.
Winning the triple overtime is blasted.
They pulled it off. They won by 6 points.
Listen, everyone's definition of certain things are different.
How is Florida favored by 7 at Kentucky? Explain that to me.
I got a feel for
Kentucky
Florida.
is ranked 8 and Florida is ranked 14th?
Listen.
Come on.
I like Florida. Okay, I like the team. I like their quarterback. I like everything about Florida. Problem is, I would hate to be a hardcore Florida fan because you're playing in the SEC. It seems like every week you look at Florida, they're playing some top 10 team.
That's one of the best divisions.
And well, it's the best division. And you know, it just seems like they can't win. In other words, if they beat this team, where are they going to end up in the top 25? And if they lose, 10. Everyone's going to look at it. Well, you know, they played another top SEC team. And just like I said, it seems like every week these guys are, you know, challenged by a tough opponent. And again this week, you know, and how are they favored on the road against a team who just knocked off the #1 team in the nation? Can you explain this to us, please? Because you're the guru.
All I know is Kentucky just won last week, probably the biggest game of their lives. And now, is it going to be a letdown? I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to take Florida.
What's the spread?
-7. Florida -7 at Kentucky. I'm just going to take Florida. I don't think that Kentucky's going to be able to repeat. I was watching them a little. Most of their points came in the overtime, in triple overtime.
I got to say this too. LSU didn't play their best game. Okay, now I don't want to take anything away from Kentucky, but LSU did not play their best game. But Kentucky did win. Give them credit. It took them 3 overtimes to win. Give them credit.
I'm giving it.
But listen, Florida's not that bad of a team, and some say they're better than LSU. Don't forget, they almost beat LSU at LSU. So I like Florida -7 in this one, but that 7 scares me.
7's a lot.
If it was 3, I'd feel more comfortable. But 7 scares me. But I still like Florida. I'm going to take Florida.
Worst case scenario, they push. Let's talk about Michigan State at #1 Ohio State. Ohio State favored by 17. Again, I said it before, they're going to roll to the national title, and I think they're going to roll all over Michigan State this week.
You know, it just kind of makes me sick to my stomach thinking about Ohio State going all the way. I mean,
the Willies?
Can we leave the Willies out of this one this week? But, you know, I don't want to hate on Ohio State, all right? But it just seems like, well, who have they played? I mean, I know they're playing well. You know, they're blowing the teams out. That they're beating the teams that they should be beating.
They're doing what they're supposed to do.
But I know it's not their fault, okay? I know it's not their fault that the Big Ten sucks. And I'm all for, you know what? You play who you play on your schedule.
You can schedule a lot of non-conference.
You can. But you know, listen. I mean, you know, it makes me sick. But what can I do? What can you do? Ohio State's playing who they have to play, and they're beating them soundly. Now, if they end up beating everybody and they run the table, how do you not let them go to the national championship?
They're not going to lose it until they lose a game. They're not going to lose the #1 seed. So -17, Eddie.
So what you're saying is we're going to see Jim Tressel in his sweater again in the national championship.
I'm going to buy a red vest next time. You guys will see me in a red vest for sure.
Well, we're used to seeing you in a pink vest.
Can I borrow your Jim Tressel vest?
Easy. I'm trying to clown you right now.
I'm trying to mix it up here. That's Ohio State -17, no-brainer. Could this be the lock?
You know the problem. Oh, you got a phone call here.
That's Jim Tressel. He heard me talking.
You know the problem?
No, Jim. What's the problem?
The problem is this. The problem is I don't know if Ohio State will cover this, but I don't give them credit week in and week out.
You don't give them any credit.
And so finally, I think I got to give in and just say they'll cover. That's my mentality.
Is it your lock or no?
Go to onthebuzzer.com to see my lock.
This guy's keeping them away from you guys. Let's talk about another big game. Auburn at LSU. Auburn #18. We're blowing up here. LSU #5.
Everybody wants to know. Auburn and LSU.
The phones are ringing, folks. Call now. Or act now.
What's the line on this game?
The line on this game is LSU -11.5.
Well, I think LSU's got to come out firing, man. I think they got to solidify their position in the top 5. I think they got to make a statement in this game. Auburn's a tough team, man. Auburn plays really, really tough on the road in the conference games. I don't know. If I'm LSU, I'm a little scared with Auburn coming in.
They definitely should.
And 11.5 is a lot of points. I look for Auburn to give them a run, but you know, I haven't decided yet which way I'm going. And I'm talking about the game.
And that too. You know, something about me just says that I'm not sold on LSU. Everybody's been talking about how they're the best team in the nation right now, even though they're not ranked up there. Auburn shut down Darren McFadden last weekend. That's Mr. Heisman.
Can we stop talking about McFadden?
Everybody's talking about it.
If I stood behind the center and got a direct snap, I could probably go for 5-6
yards. They shut him down for 50 yards. So Auburn, I'm going to say, is either doing something good or Darren McFadden is overrated. So -11.5 is a big number. I'm going to go with Auburn +11.5.
I'm going to wait on that. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to see which way the wind's going.
The red light's on.
Doesn't matter. I will wait on that. You know where to go to get my votes. Onthebuzzer.com.
All right.
You know where to go to get my
Watch out for his pick. Let's finally talk about Oklahoma #4 at Iowa State. Oklahoma favored by 29. They're 6-1, folks.
Big spread on the road.
Huge. But Iowa State is the last in their conference, so you know, I don't really know much about Iowa State, but I know Oklahoma is raw.
Are they a football team?
They're legit. Their quarterback Bradford has.
I'm talking about Iowa State. Are they a football team?
I don't even know.
I mean, can they run? Can they pass? Can they tackle?
I don't know what.
Because I'm thinking if you're a football team, no matter who you are, you should never be a 30-point underdog. That's what I think. And if you are a 30-point underdog, go to Division 2A.
And recognize.
Peace.